Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the A3U review.
In this episode, we're going to take a look at the evolution of movie Optimus Prime.
And we're going to take a look at the Botcon exclusives Pounce and Wingspan.
We're your hosts. I'm Alex.
I'm Boris.
And you're watching the
A3U review.
Hey guys, with the Transformers Age of Extinction movie already out in theaters in North America, we thought it'd be a good idea to take a look at the evolution of movie Prime from the previous three films. This is the Hasbro Leader Class Prime. This is the first edition of the Takara Buster Optimus Prime, and this is the Takara Premium Edition APS-01 Striker Optimus Prime.
The second and third movie ones look pretty close. They didn't really change much of it, right?
No.
But from the first movie to the second one, it's a pretty big difference in the robot form.
You can tell right away. First of all, very, very blocky design. And I think that Hasbro was just experimenting, right? They didn't really know how they were gonna design Optimus Prime into a toy, therefore he's very blocky looking. But as you see the evolution towards Revenge of the Fallen, he's way more refined. Sure, there's a lot of kibble in the back, but still way more proportional compared to this.
Yeah, and I think overall, this is by far, I mean, excluding the third one, it's the best movie figure, in my opinion. It's debatably as good as the Ironhide, but I think it's a little bit better. The Ironhide was also an impressive leader class mold, but this tops it because especially it's a generation before that.
As you can see right here, obviously there's a huge difference, right? This is a completely new mold. These guys are similar, but they have some very, very tiny differences, and mostly in the ab area. As you can see here, he's got his abs covered and the sculpting's different. Here, it's completely uncovered and you can see his abs. There are little tiny things, like for example, here you can see that his door extends a little bit further downwards. Here, I mean, this little windshield, there's nothing there. There's no panel there. So very, very subtle differences.
Of course, you know, there were slight variants of each versions, right? The ones with the battle blades, and then, you know, let's say the ones with the Jetwing Prime, right?
Yeah.
It's the same core mold, that's what we'll call it. But overall, you know what? It's about the same. It was Hasbro's idea, you know, it's such a good mold, let's reuse it and reuse it. But unfortunately, as they progressed on trying to, you know, surpass this mold, they kind of fell backwards. And possibly, you know, worse than the first 2007 movie, Leader Class Prime.
Let's bring in Age of Extinction Optimus Prime.
Here we are, and
oh man.
I mean, this is the first edition mold. It's an equivalent to the leader class in terms of size. I know there is a newer leader class that fits a little better in terms of transformation, but the core mold seems relatively similar. Just looking at it, you know, it's a backpack transformer, and we've definitely gone backwards in terms of the evolution of the robots.
In fact, I think this guy belongs over here.
Yeah, it seems pretty accurate.
This looks more better accurate representation of the evolution of Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
This is backwards, okay? This is a devolution.
Well, you know what? Why they made this is just because for kids, you know, I think what they were trying to do was make the transformation a little simpler for kids, but you know what? It went below most people's expectations.
Yeah, way below. Well, at least it's easier than these guys. These guys were actually quite complicated, but these guys have strong robot modes, so therefore you're most likely going to want to display these guys as robots.
Yeah, I mean, they all look remotely similar in the vehicle mode. They're a truck.
Yeah, in which case we don't have to take a look at it in the truck mode because they all transform into a Peterbilt truck. Yeah. So anyways, that is our little bit of a spotlight on the evolution of movie Optimus Prime.
So previously you guys saw me at Botcon and I revealed a lot of cool new releases and everything else. I didn't really talk much about the actual convention exclusives though. So I thought I would talk about a couple that I brought back from the show. Let's take a look at Pounce and Wingspan.
Which one is which?
This one's Pounce.
Okay.
This one's Wingspan, and for all of you,
I should have known. It's got wings.
as you can see right off the bat, It's the Vecon and the Jet
Vecons.
Vecon mold. You did a review on that.
We did a reviews on the Jet Vecon and Vecon back in, I think it was season 1 or 2. And looking at these guys, I'm thinking all they are is they're just repaints with pirate Decepticon symbols on them.
That's exactly what they are, and I think these did really well for me because I like this mold. Did you like this mold?
I've always
both
liked the
molds?
Vecon mold. I like the first edition Vecon mold the most. You know which one I'm talking about?
I completely agree.
Yeah, I like that one the most just because as a robot, it's just more I guess stronger looking. But that isn't it, right? This is
This
is the
is
second
the,
version.
Correct.
Yeah,
this is the Arms Micron
Yeah,
version
yeah.
of it. So let's take a look at the robots just to kind of get a true appreciation for the color.
Sure.
I just wanted to show how much it did match the Pounce and Wingspan from the G1 character.
So here they are in robot modes, and even with all the repaints on them and all the pirate stickers, these guys are still quite familiar to me. I've seen them many times.
Yeah, well, they're exactly the same.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the Vecon and Jet
Yeah.
Vecon molds with the recolor, which, I mean, I like the color, and like I said, the mold really rocks.
Yeah.
And I guess if those in North America missed the whole Jet Vecon thing, now you got it, but it's, I mean, for the price of it, it's kind of at the, if not a little bit more expensive than the Japanese price anyways. But, if you like this mold like I do, I mean, I kind of kept them for that reason.
Yeah, and you know what? Like you said, these colors are not bad. They work, right? It doesn't contrast or any way. It just totally goes together very well. You got the what color is this? This is like a beige or like a light. It's eggshell. Like what is this? I don't even know.
I don't want to get technical.
Okay.
But if I were to say, it's definitely not bright white.
Yeah.
So it's nice and muted. It looks really good with the
Pink, purple, and turquoise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish they would have done a little bit more with the head molds, but of course that would just probably be more production cost and whatnot.
Yeah.
But if they actually did faces, and I mean they are twins, so just be one mold, I would think.
Yeah. Any idea what the whole pirate thing is about?
I can't remember the reference. I believe it's a Botcon story.
Okay.
Honestly, I have to say that I didn't read too much into it. I'm not a big fan of that.
Look it up.
Yeah. The pirate theme was the theme for the whole Botcon box set as well. You had the pirate Scorponok, and it was basically pirates versus knights.
Okay, all right. Since we have 2 Vecons here, you can add this to your army of Vecons. All right, let's bring in the Vecon army. So, here we have the first edition.
Yeah, that's the one you mentioned you like the most, Alex.
Yes. Then that's the Jet Vecon. And then we have here the Jet Vecon Commander.
Yeah, General.
Jet Vecon General. And this is the Arms Micron Vecon.
Yep.
And then, of course, the 2 Botcon exclusives.
That's right.
So
And
this is your Vecon army right here.
it is.
All right, awkward silence. Well, if you want to build up an army, this is what it would look like. All right, and I wonder if these guys would have any relation to these guys.
It doesn't seem like it for the actual Botcon story. It looks like they just chose a few of the Decepticons and Autobots to fit into their whole Knights versus Pirates theme.
Yeah.
But I mean, nevertheless, they look good with the rest of the vehicles.
Yeah. You know what? Because it's got the whole black-purple theme. I mean, this one is kind of like a gray. It's a gray color, and then once you have these guys, it kind of goes good together. So.
Yep. And as far as the exclusives go, I still think that these two are one of the best of the exclusives. If you're still into that thing.
So there you have it. That is our look at Pounce and Wingspan. And that's our episode for today. We hope you enjoyed it.
Stay tuned next episode when we take a look at some third-party products.
And of course, we appreciate all your feedback and comments. If you have any questions, be sure to let us know about them in the comment section below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, Ages3 and Up, and also follow us on Twitter at Ages3 and Up. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.